everyone, welcome back to the channel, keeping up with your Pale face. My name is Nene. So today's video is the episode 2 of the series, My Journey Through Infertility. If this is your first time on here, you are welcome. Please consider hitting that subscribe button. And to all my returning subscribers, thank you so much for your constant support. I really appreciate all of you. And yes, let's just get right into today's video.
Dive in the sky, oh I lost my mind.
Okay, so quick recap. In episode 1, I narrated how I was diagnosed with PCOS, which is a form of infertility. If you just came across this video for the very first time, I'm going to go ahead and leave the cards up here for you. You can click on it to go watch the first episode, or you can go ahead and check my previous videos and you would see it right there. Okay, so really quickly, I'm going to be explaining what PCOS is. I'm also going to be touching up on the signs, the symptoms you need to watch out for, and things that you need to know as well when it comes to PCOS. And I'm also going to be relating it to my experience, because that's the purpose of this video. I'm talking about my experience, things that they told me about PCOS and that I had that I didn't know that it was anything relating to PCOS. So I said this earlier, I was shocked after the diagnosis. I've never heard of PCOS before, so the purpose of this video is also to share the little knowledge that I have from my experience and also with PCOS. So what is PCOS? PCOS is polycystic ovary syndrome. I can be quick to say polycystic ovarian syndrome, which sounds better, but it's actually polycystic ovary syndrome, and I'm going to leave it up here on the screen for you to see. You can also Google the condition to get more information. Okay, PCOS, like I said, is a common endocrine system disorder which is caused by an imbalance of reproductive hormones, and also 1 in 10 women will probably be diagnosed with this, especially in the United States. I know that there are definitely a lot of women who are going through the symptoms of PCOS and don't know what it is. So if you're one of these women, I would recommend, I would not advise because I'm not a physician, okay? I would recommend that you speak to your gynecologist or your family doctor about it and see how they can help you. These are the possible signs and symptoms of a woman with a polycystic ovary. 1. Trouble conceiving. 2. Irregular periods. 3. Acne. 4. Depression. 5. Facial hair. 6. Oily skin. 7. Mood swing. 8. Low sex drive. 9. Fatigue. And finally, trouble losing weight. So out of the 10 symptoms that I have given and listed here, which I'll also be leaving on the screen for you to see, I had 3. So my symptoms were: number 1, irregular periods, which at the time I thought was cool. 2, I had mood swings. Oh my god, I don't even want to go into that, okay? 3, which is finally, and what eventually led me to finding out of my diagnosis, was trouble conceiving. I had a difficult time conceiving, and my ovaries were cystic, so it just makes a lot of sense. So currently there is no cure for PCOS. However, there are several ways to manage the symptoms, and I will get to that in a bit. So women with PCOS sometimes have enlarged ovaries, and then the ovaries have little follicles. They call them follicles, and those follicles have liquids. So I'm going to leave a picture of what I'm trying to explain so you can visualize it. So on your ovaries you have like little, you know, follicles, like pouch. They look like chocolate chip cookies. Basically that's how it looks. That's how your ovary looks like. So imagine you have like a cookie, then you have your chocolate chip, which are your follicles on your ovary, you know. Also, women with polycystic ovaries do not ovulate, and that's why you have irregular periods, because for you to get a period you have to ovulate. If you don't ovulate, you're not going to get a period and you're not going to get pregnant. So you see how it correlates together. So even though while I was younger, up to the point that I got diagnosed, I thought it was cool, it was an abnormal thing. So that is the reason why I'm sharing, you know, my little knowledge from the experience of having PCOS and how I've managed it. Like I said, I'm going to get to that in a bit, probably in the next episode, on how I started treatments and what I did to help myself with, you know, get better. And also, so now that I have told you the signs and symptoms of a polycystic ovary, I'm also going to tell you the added risks to having PCOS and also to not taking care of it. So if you are a woman living with these signs and symptoms that might be PCOS, untreated PCOS can increase the risk of heart disease, and it may also contribute to diabetes. So, and that's where the insulin resistance signs and symptoms comes to play here, and that also leads to weight gain, trouble losing weight, or even weight gaining. Okay, in a way the signs and symptoms of PCOS are kind of intertwined. One leads to the other. You know, you don't ovulate, you don't get regular periods, you're having trouble conceiving, or you have high levels of insulin, you are insulin resistant, which means you have, you know, higher chances of being diabetic, which means you're gonna gain weight, or you have trouble losing weight. So somehow, you know, and then when your hormones are up and down, it affects your mood. Okay, so you start getting mood swings, you start getting fatigued, you start getting tired, you know, or you start getting depressed. So you kind of see how all the symptoms and signs are kind of intertwined with each other. The most important thing is early detection, so you can start taking care of yourself from a very young age, and you know, you stand a higher chance of beating it eventually. Like I said, I'm going to get to all of that, you know, in my next episode, where I'm going to be talking a lot about the treatment and how I overcame it eventually. I also wanted to say that it is estimated that PCOS may affect 8% to 20% of women around the world. So if at all this speaks to your soul and you feel like it's something that you are going through, then maybe this video is for you. And like I said earlier, please, I do recommend go and see your gynecologist, get tested, get checked out. So guys, in my next video, I'm going to be sharing the treatments and lifestyle changes I made in order to beat this condition, and you guys don't want to miss that because it's going to be detailed. Okay, and I'm also going to be having a special guest on here, because you guys know going through infertility is not just the woman, it's also the man, and my husband is going to be here to also give his own male perspective to this infertility journey. Okay, because it is our journey, it's not just mine. So I'm really grateful for you if you watched up to this point. May God bless you. And if you're not subscribed to the channel yet and you definitely enjoyed what you watched, please hit that subscribe button. Okay, thank you so much guys, and see you into my next video. Bye bye.